I'm tired of women looking for rich men. I'm looking for rich women.
Right.
We're about to switch it up in 2025.
Wait a minute, but aren't you a man now? I know AD in real life. AD, you do very well. You do very well in real life. You would fall into the rich category yourself. So why do you need a rich woman?
Because you know what? I'm going to be like women. I'm not dating nobody that makes less than me.
Women always say they won't date a man who makes less money than them. But what happens when men start saying the exact same thing? This conversation is about to flip the script on modern dating, so stick around. I used to believe that once I had money, life would bend to my will, that wealth alone would guarantee freedom, control, and the ability to design my world exactly how I wanted it. The idea sounded simple. Money buys comfort, money buys status, and money buys influence. And while all of those things can be true, reality has a way of humbling that mindset. Just look at Myra's story. Here is someone who thought financial security meant stability, but his downfall proved otherwise. His experience became a powerful reminder that money, while important, cannot guard against betrayal, manipulation, or even the slow erosion of one's peace of mind. Wealth may open doors, but it does not lock them behind you. The truth is, people, especially in relationships, often know how to redirect wealth into their own agenda. Money can easily become a tool in someone else's hands if respect and mutual trust are missing. You might think you're the one steering the ship because you're the one paying the bills, but without balance, that ship can just as easily be steered against you. This is the trap that so many fall into. They confuse financial power with relational power. They assume that having money secures loyalty, when in reality, loyalty is built on something much deeper. Money can attract people, yes, but it cannot guarantee why they stay. That's why respect is so critical. It's the invisible currency that actually sustains human connection. Respect is what makes someone honor you even when the money isn't flowing. It's what keeps a relationship grounded during lean seasons and prosperous ones alike. When respect is absent, money becomes a weapon. It can be used to manipulate, to guilt, or to control, leaving the one who thought they were in charge powerless in their own success story. Think about it this way. Money is transactional, but respect is transformational. With money, you can buy a seat at the table. With respect, you earn a voice that people listen to long after the dinner is over. Money may provide temporary privileges, but respect creates lasting influence. And the irony is that respect cannot be purchased. It must be cultivated. A millionaire without respect may still feel empty and isolated, while someone with far less material wealth but genuine respect from others can live a life that feels richer in every way that truly matters. In personal relationships, this truth is even sharper. If someone only values you for what you provide financially, your worth in their eyes decreases the moment that provision slows down. It creates a fragile dynamic, one where you're always wondering whether love is genuine or simply tied to your wallet. But when respect is present, people see beyond the numbers. They value your character, your vision, your resilience, and the intangible qualities that money could never buy. At the end of the day, respect outweighs riches. It's the foundation that keeps everything intact, while money only buys a temporary pass. Without respect, even the deepest pockets eventually run dry in value. Respect builds trust, and trust builds legacy. Money might get you noticed, but respect will make sure you're remembered. And once you learn that lesson, you stop chasing wealth as the end-all solution and start focusing on how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how you command dignity in every space you enter. Because in the long run, respect is the currency that truly never loses value.
Make less than me, much
Well, that's
less.
how it's supposed to be, AD. You're supposed to, okay.
Why can't I have the same feelings as women?
Because you don't want, listen.
Why can't I don't care.
Why. First of all, rich men, y'all like things your way, right? So it's hard to, and a lot of times the money is the motivation that makes the women deal with the stuff that comes along with you guys. So
men don't get it. We never get it our way. I'm here to defend all.
People often debate the unspoken rules of dating, especially when it comes to who should pay the bill. Some men feel like women conveniently step away at that moment, leaving the expectation squarely on the man. And while it's traditional for men to cover the cost, it raises a bigger question. Why is the financial responsibility almost always one-sided? The truth is, this isn't about whether women can pay, it's about culture and expectation. In many Black communities, for instance, men often feel pressured to carry the entire financial load in relationships. Now, Black women can be deeply supportive and giving, no doubt about that. But when the expectation is that men always provide without reciprocity, tension builds, especially when those same men encounter women from other cultural backgrounds who may approach financial partnership with more balance. Here's the key point. When a woman is willing to contribute, whether that means splitting the bill occasionally, surprising her partner with a gesture, or simply acknowledging his effort, it doesn't diminish the man's role. In fact, it often inspires him to do even more. Because at its core, relationships thrive on mutual respect and reciprocity. When giving flows both ways, love and commitment grows stronger. When it doesn't, resentment creeps in, no matter how much money one person brings to the table.
They're telling you to go to therapy. Like, if you make your money, you do what you want to do with your money. But I think you have to understand, men talk about being providers forever. And I don't understand all of a sudden when you got the money to provide, why y'all don't want to provide. Like that's
I don't think that men talk about being providers. Men are bred to be providers.
Yes.
It's not like we ever really had a choice. They just immediately told us that you're going to support the household. Period. I don't mind the role. I really don't. I don't mind the role, but a lot of times I hear women, and not Kendra, I hear women talk about, I will not date a man that makes less than me. And to me, that's crazy. To me, that's crazy. Why not uplift somebody? Why not pick someone up? Especially if you call yourself loving them and cherishing them and open to dating them, why not pick them up? Why not? Men, we've been picking up women all our entire life. Why aren't women willing to pick a man up?
They will.
Huh?
If you in jail, if you look a certain way, they'll definitely pick you up. But there's going to be some consequences. Listen, I get what the brother's trying to say, but no, you don't even want to be in that situation any damn way, all right? Because if a woman is picking you up, she ain't going to treat you nice and she ain't going to respect you. It's always better to be the man that has the most. But I get what he's saying.
This is a serious question.
Yeah, why not? Why can't?
So one thing I like to do is give the whole vision.
Okay,
right?
let me hear it.
So I'm a woman. Mm-hmm. You're asking I should pick the man up. So I wake up early. I go out in the world to knock down and make money while he's in the house. Now, if he's disabled or something happened, physical, hospital, that makes sense. But while he's in the house and I'm out in the world, out here getting it. So is this the kind of man that you would want your daughter to date?
No. I'm not saying that that's the kind of man, a lazy man. I'm saying a man that has a lesser plan than you. His plan in life didn't exactly work out. He needs more direction. Why can't a woman lead him in a better direction and actually give him some growth so therefore he can get there, opposed to always having to be there already? That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of women say they won't date a man who makes less than them, and honestly, that mindset feels limiting. If you truly claim to love someone, why not support them when they're building, instead of only stepping in once they've arrived? Men have been expected to lift women up for generations, but when the roles reverse, many women resist the idea. Why can't partnership include helping each other grow? Of course, there are valid concerns. Nobody's advocating for a man to sit at home doing nothing while his partner shoulders everything. But there's a difference between laziness and simply being in a season of transition, or having a plan that hasn't fully materialized yet. If a woman can see potential and guide her partner toward it, that's leadership in love, not weakness. And sometimes, women really do have the better plan. Relationships should be flexible enough to allow wisdom to flow both ways. Still, there's tension here. Many men feel they lose respect if they're financially behind their partner. Some women struggle to admire a man who earns less. This clash creates insecurity and resentment on both sides. Yet there are examples, like successful celebrity couples, where one partner came in with more but the other brought value, vision, and skill, building something greater together. That shows it can work if both people check their egos. The bigger issue is cultural double standards. A man expressing this perspective, encouraging women to sometimes uplift men, was quickly labeled soft or feminine online, even ridiculed about his sexuality. He wasn't disrespectful, he wasn't attacking women, he was simply challenging norms. But instead of engaging his ideas, many dismissed him with insults. That reveals something about how conversations around gender, money, and respect often get derailed by stereotypes. At the end of the day, real relationships require balance. Money helps, yes, but it isn't everything. Respect, reciprocity, and openness to each other's strengths matter more. If we can move beyond rigid roles and start valuing partnership in its truest form, where both people can lead, support, and build, we'd see far healthier relationships thrive.